So let's say you want to add an effect to this. I want to add like a reverb to this. So just come over to audio effects, reverb, and a resonance. So it's dragging a hybrid reverb. Let's bring down. This is the wet and drying up. So 0, no wet, but 100. So you want to mix it well. So let's say we already have a basics of what we want. Then we want to bring in a drum rack, like sequencer, like you call it. So we're just dragging this drum rack. That's how I create my own drums. Drag and drop on a MIDI channel. Okay. So after doing that, we do the same thing. We highlight from here, we drag to this part, and shift command or control M to create this. So this is like our sequencer right now. C2 means on your keyboard, C2. Okay, that's what it means. Remember, we have to arm this. You see, that's what it means. C sharp, D, D sharp. That's what this alphabet they are. Okay, once I click here, I've switched it. I click here, I've switched the keys. So, okay, you see. So let's just leave it here. So now, obviously, you won't be able to like create anything because you have to drag in what you want. So come to your packs. Let's add in a kick. Let's try to look for a rim. Just click here and we can bring in that rim. You're not like making your hit, your first beat. You want to make hit. No, just focus on making mistakes, trying to get better, and making errors. Feel free to make errors when you are learning a new software. Don't be scared. You can always close and start a new program. Let's sort of first start with the groove. So now this is just basically see this like a beat. You know that like FL Studio, like people switching or wherever you're switching from. Just see this as those small dots. Change your this into 1/16. How do you change it? You come down to this place, right click. So this is where you change it. Okay. So now let's try to make a groove, a simple groove. You double click. That's how you add. So if you want to mute, let's say I want to mute this. I just highlight it, then select 0, not O, 0, the number. That's how you mute. If I want to delete, I just delete. So now I want to like copy all of this to this page. We do the same thing by dragging here like this. You see, I'm dragging everything. Remember, we're looking at this top side. So Control D, Control D, Control G. Let's take this off. But what if you want to copy all of these to this clap instead of doing like the? No, just click this. Any of these you click is going to highlight everything. So you just drag, alternate drag. So now we need like a hi-hat. So we'll come to hi-hat, and I'm using HCN Attire Volume 2. If you don't have this, link at the right, go copy it, and it's for free. So let's bring in this. We're using like a simple Afro swing bounce. It's like the simple, and I have a tutorial on Afro swing. So now what am I doing? I'm dragging this. I changed this to 132 because I want to make a roll. Okay. So then start. I can just copy this and try working on it. I just basically want all of this to repeat, but first of all, I highlight and bring down the velocity a little bit, then highlight all of these, then Control D. Now let's take this off, this first one. So now we have that. How am I coming back? I'm just double clicking this. Like when you see this arrow, just double click it, comes back to this place. So let's add a percussion or a conga. So we can go up to conga. So let's add this. Let's add, okay, let's say for instance, you put it and you're like, where did he go? Don't worry, just come back to the C. You see? Come back to the C. Okay. You can even drag it to wherever you want. Okay. So let's drag it here because I like to be organized. Okay. This is the keyboard, but the reason why you're not seeing it is only going to show you the things that you are using. That's how it works on Ableton. It's showing you all of these because that's what's available. Okay. That's why this is like on normal, it's supposed to be long, but the more you keep adding sound, the more it keeps coming up. So just so you understand that. And please, anything you don't understand, please let me know in the comment section. I'll make sure I reply to them. So just a quick this stuff, there are keys. From here to here is a key on its own. From here to here is a key range, key range, key range. So that's it. So let's try to add in a conga. Add it around there. Let's change it back to 1/16. I like to like put my, when I'm trying to like create patterns, I always use 1/16. Okay. When I want to like create those, either I use a 132 or I use a narrowest. So when I scroll in, it does give me a very narrow line. So that's how I work personally. And if you need triplet as well, you can see triplet grid. When you click it on, although that's what it comes. Just click it on and activate triplet. You can see 1/32T. So take that off. And let's go back to 1/16. So remember, alternate track. So now you see our drum is banging. So obviously, Afro swing, we need a good 808. Okay. So let's go to ACN entire volume kick 1, 808 bass, sub 808. And make sure you always tune your kit. Tune it. Bring in a tuner always. Click on the C when you're on the 808. Make sure it's tuned. Like you see, this one is not really tuned yet. So you want to go to controls, not sample. It's going to automatically be on sample. So you want to go to controls over here. Then your detune, you take it up like, you see, you want to make sure this stuff is hitting this circle and we're good. So now, for instance, ghost note boys. So if you want to do ghost note, first of all, let's drag this above the MIDI we want to use the ghost note. Let's create you can drag from anywhere, either from here or from here. So as long as you highlight where you want to create that MIDI clip, just Ctrl+Shift+M, and yeah, our lights. See, you created that. So now how do I create ghost notes? When I double click this, you drag this to come down. Then this is the two MIDI that I want to hold, you know. So I just shift, click this. Now, once I shift and click, I've selected these two clips. Now you see them above. You want to click focus, okay? So you can focus on the one, sorry. So now you click focus. So now we are on the yellow, right? What if I want to play the 808? I just click this purple. Now, you see now, we're there. So this is the ghost note. This is the one we want to follow. So we are going to be playing the bass note. Remember, bass note. And now the secret to making your 808 bang is always put in your 808 where your kick hits. So that's what we're going to focus on first. So we go. You see, it hits here. So we put in another 808 there. It hits here again. We put it here. So highlight this, click here. So what we want to do now is Control A, then legato. So now let's now start to bring in slides. So now if you just put an octave here, it's not going to slide, and I'll tell you why, and I'll show you how. See, it's not sliding, it's just hitting the up note. It's not sliding. So how do we bring in the slide? Just double click on your sub, go to controls, okay? Then you see where they put glide. You want to make that glide. You want, instead of leaving it in off, you want to put it in glide. Okay? So when you do that, it starts to like glide. See now it's gliding, right? So let's put another one here because we want to bring in another slide or glide, whatever way you want to call it. So and I played it on the key. So B, right? We're looking for another B. So when you want to glide your slide, you just basically go in high octaves. You see that? Then we can do, can hit this around here. Yeah, that boom, boom. You can just hit. We can go to this place, B. So we do like 1, 2 around there. We hear what the sound. I remember I want to start from here, alternate speed. Sheesh. See that? Wait. Now you see. Let's add in another one. So for instance, let's say you want to groove, like you want to add a little bit of groove, like swing, those stuff that you always add in your FL. I'm always using FL because I feel like most people use FL. Sorry if I'm always using FL. Any door. Well. So you see this part of you see this groove. This groove. Let's solo the drums. So I want to add a groove. So I have to click this arrow close to this groove. Okay. So this is where you select, you see, the kind of groove you want. So me, I always use Swing Logic 1652. This is Swing Logic 8. I'm looking for Swing Logic 16th. This is the one I like to use. So you just double click. So you have it here. So just like slight bit of, I'm taking a lot of time because I'm trying to make sure you guys understand everything I'm doing. So let's try to add a little bit of distortion on this 808. Go to Drive, go to Dynamic Tube. That's what I like to use. Drag it down to the last part, then increase this knob to like 2 or 3, 2 is okay. Increase the drive to like 4. So now, you can see that the kick and the bass, they are fighting for space. Like, come on, free me, free me, free me. So what are we going to do? We are going to sidechain. It's very easy to sidechain on Ableton. Let me show you how. Go to Dynamics, come to Compressor, drag the compressor down, okay? Click on this arrow here, go to Audio, click on Sidechain, then go to Audio, then select Drum Rack, because obviously our kick is there. Then this post FX, just come to kick, knock kick, okay? So you come here, you click on this instead of this whole thing, just come to this place. Then you see your kick is hitting. So we just drag. You see? So we look here, we can see we're reducing by -2. So we just come to the makeup gain and we add 2. Understand? Understand? So let's start the dragging a drum roll. So we can use this drum roll from Messi and Attack It Volume 1, sorry. So like from here, you can just start adding whatever you want to add.